Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are insightful or just give you good vibes or an uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share and white edit, give a thumbs up, like, and also share social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. It's truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of your videos, my videos. God, dog, I don't know what's wrong with me today, y'all. I'm probably still tired. But anyways, the music that I'm listening to in the background, if you can hear it, let me turn it up just a little bit more. Okay. Is from Anthony Summer. It's called Let Go of Fear, Overthinking, and Worries. Clear all negativity. Let go of all negative energy. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you are one decision away of becoming a legend that will empower many. It is so true. It is very true. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your calling is, there's a lot of people that are, working on that manifestation to where it's not just going to impact you within your life path, just your life path, but it's going to come to connections with a lot of other people that may be going through some things that, you can really truly relate to. I really love being, I'm not saying myself as like, it's like a social media influencer. I feel like when you have that, it's like when you got really high views as well as subscribers. But it's like I feel good about it because there's a lot of times, I'm just like, damn, I don't get that many comments anymore and views, and a lot of times your patience and your persistence is really, testing you at that moment. And a lot of times it's just like, okay, if this is something that you say you're going to do and you got it down packed, like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to just allow myself to stay very consistent with myself. And if I can add more to it, to just to expand what my spiritual based practice is, to not just ignite my life or empower my life, but just be able to connect with others. Trust me, universe is going to make sure that they put their 2 cents on it and make sure you get the guidance, the appreciation you need, as well as the blessings, but also, putting in that work. There's a lot of people that I've met that are going through, wanting to do their own videos on here. And I mean, it's truly encouraging, and I said, I've been slacking on y'all, and I apologize for that when going through my own stuff. But I know there's a lot of people that, they do their own. I need to go by my sister from another mister. She do her little tarot cards. And I told her I really don't do tarot card readings. I used to be so addicted to those. So I just didn't want to start that habit up, and it's nothing against her. But I just want to be able to show that love, especially if you're coming over here to, show me support. And I don't want to be, I want you to support me, but I can't support you. That's not good. So, and then I have my other brother, Renee, who does his also. And I haven't had a chance to go come through there. And it's good for you to be able to do, different videos in here when you're talking about your spiritual experiences, the different views that you have on certain things that you've been guided to speak on, or even you may be going through a life journey of a transformation through your spiritual acknowledgement. You may be just now finding out who you are in that spiritual base factor. and just being able to be, allow people to be on that journey with you. It's just like a lot of people that, I've been subscribed to, and, it's just been in there like, dang, these people have really came a long way. And I can look at them, and it's just like, it's like not even being jealous of that, but just being able to see how that person had done a lot of things, or maybe certain people that, I see things and, I'm really, I'm happy for them. But then I was like, I just can't do certain things they do. Because it's like a lot of times I've been hearing about people on these different social media sites, how they pay for, different views, and they pay for people to subscribe. And I guess I don't get down like that. I could be living good, but it's just the fact is, if I'm not getting your attention and my views on me presenting myself, I don't, that's just too much. It's like, if you want somebody in your life, don't have them in your life because you're paying for it. Because basically they're not doing that if they weren't getting that, and getting that financial present from you. So it's just being able to be real. And at times I used to, I'm just like, I'm not doing this today. I'm not going to do this, every day, but then it was just like, I'm going through a lot of different things, and, I have to take my pause because a lot of times things do get heavy. And it's just like, I don't like, projecting different vibrations when I'm like that, because sometimes universe will guide me to go ahead and do videos like that as in a vulnerable vibration like that, when you're going through a lot of heaviness, basically to be able to relate to others that are really going through that, and trying to see how they can go through their day-to-day life when they're dealing with heavy moments in their life. It may be something that they're going through and they're really trying their hardest to heal from it, and it's just hard. There's always something that's going to remind them of that situation. And it's like, you don't really know your painful situations on the things that you got to focus on every day, would be that key focused on strengthening you. And mine is all over the place. All over the place. I can't even shut it down, because if I don't, if I'm not paying attention to it, it'll be something that'll occur just to remind me right back of that painful situation, even though it's a beautiful one. It's very painful at the same time. And it's just like, there's moments I try to show as much gratitude as possible, because if I didn't go through those painful experiences, I don't know where I would have been at this time in my life. Because I always said since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be able to help people be happy. I want to be able to see everybody happy. And I've been saying that since I was like 3 or 4 years old. And my mom always used to laugh at me, but she always used to pop me too, because it's like, especially when we were, we always went to go on the weekend in the village when we were living in Germany, because my mom's ex-husband was military, and we stayed in Frankfurt and Frankfurt, Germany. And we used to go to Nuremberg, and I forgot what's the other place that we used to go. Stop. There's something I can't remember, but we used to go there, and I used to love going there to get the candies. And it's like, I used to be very fluent in German at that time, and my mom would use me, especially if my dad had to work. Her husband, I don't ever call my dad anymore, but her husband had to work on the weekend and had to do CQ or something, and we ended up going, and I used to have to be her translator because she didn't know how to speak it. So I was like, yep, come and see bitte, come and see uns, danke, this is bitte, just going off, doing little stuff like that. And it would be certain people I would just give a big hug to. Or, there was this one, I think I told this on one of my videos a long time ago, where this man had to make a very hard decision because his mom was on life support. And that was something he really didn't want to do, because, giving that up is just like saying goodbye. And he didn't want to accept that. And I just seen this man, and I was just looking. And, his mom was right there next to me, and she's like, hey, she was, she was speaking in German. I was like, can you come here? And then it was like, she could see me, and my mom was like, what are you waving at? It was like, who are you waving at? And we were in the middle of the village. And then the next thing and I just tugged on the man, and he was like, hey, and gave him a message to his mom. It's like, she said it's okay. She's always with you, and she wanted me to give you this. Is it okay if I give you a hug? And he looked at my mom, and, it's like, is it okay if I give her a hug? And she's like, this is from your mom, and she's like, don't feel bad of the decision you made. She's no longer suffering, but she's more at peace, and she'll always be with you. And it was just like, that man cried so hard and hugged me like I was like a big teddy bear. And I told him, I gave him a kiss on the cheek, and, and he sleepy ditch, and just told him that. And then I left, and my mom was like, what happened? It's like, his mom passed today. And she was just like, how did you know that? I said, she told me. It was, my mom used to really, it used to blow my mom's mind. And ever since then, I told my mom I just wanted to be able to bring peace and love to people's lives, and throughout this experience, I didn't really know I was like that because, a lot of times when things is taking place in your younger days, I would forget about a lot of things that happened. But after I went through my tragedies, about 5 years ago, all those things came back because I did it one time when I first moved to Georgia, and this woman's son had passed away a year ago, and I didn't know what was going on, and I ended up being a medium, delivering a message for her, and just being able to know there are so many different people I've connected with, and their family have brought them to me, and sometimes it's an emotional one. Where I see different sides, or a lot of times when the spirit embraces and allows you to see different moments that they still cherish when it comes to that loved one, and it gets me all up in my gut. I was just like, do you remember these things and this and that? And they're like, oh my God. And just being able to do that, and just when I'll just being able to share my stories with y'all, and telling my experiences of the things that I've gone through, or different things that the universe wants me to deliver messages, because you could be going through so many different things, and just like, dang, is it me? And why all these heaviness vibrations is coming? Why are my emotions so triggered this time? Why I get aggravated more than I usually do? And there's all these different transitions that's going around, and it's such a beautiful thing to me when I can be able to help people in that way. A lot of times I've been able to help people and kind of creep them out, and they just didn't want to talk to me anymore. And I understood that not everybody is very open for you knowing their private moments of their life. There's no way of you knowing it. I had a friend that I worked with or whatever, and it was just like I was seeing her best friend. It was like, if you see her, you see the other one, and it's just like vice versa. And she was just telling me so much stuff, and it was just funny. And she was telling me, and she's like, girl, what's going on? And I'm like, y'all both have a scar on the same knee. And she's like, girl, what the hell? And she said she's still clumsy. She's like, well, I was clumsy in the physical life. My ass is still clumsy up here. I'm tripping all up in heaven. And I just started busting out laughing. It took her back, but she was coming close to her friend's anniversary, and she wanted her to know, I'm always with you. And it would be certain things that'll happen. And it was very beautiful for me to be able to help her in that way. And, just giving her little things that, it would be just be able to help people, and they guide me towards them for me to be able to help. And there's some, it makes a lot of sense that I'll tell, and sometimes the things that I tell them hasn't yet came to pass yet, so it don't make sense until it gets to that point. They're like, oh my God, she told me about this. So, just being able to be a part of somebody's growth process, especially on the spiritual vibe, on the spiritual, path, is very beautiful to me. And you just never know from your personal experiences, however you choose to project them, you just don't know how you can empower somebody and, allow them to know, like, dang, they make it look so easy. I just did a Zoom call with different Heyokas, and we were just discussing, asking me about the channel, and people were just like, dang, y'all make it look so easy. And it's not. When I first started my videos, just like I just started new meditations, I'm not used to that. I usually do them when I'm by myself. I don't do that when I'm recording, but it's like that's how I open myself to that spiritual channel to be able to receive the things that I do, especially a lot of times when I'm telling y'all something, maybe something that just occurred like a few minutes ago, and then they want me to tell it, or it could be something with when I'm just talking to you and it comes at that point in time. Because there's a lot of times that heaviness will come, and the next, my film start, my view of my picture, it starts getting very pixelated, or a lot of times you'll see a lot of light flashes, like I move my hands and the light come from it, and it will be just different things that has taken place, through that. And it's just amazing where we can be interactive, and just being able to see each other grow, and you are here for that, and there's so many different things that are going on. And a lot of times you're just trying to feel like, where is my purpose? There's so many people that are not even understanding their purpose right now. It's beautiful when I connect with people, and like Roslynn, I just found your channel. I just found out who I was, and your videos are very soothing to me. You have that authentic vibration, and it helped me through a lot of things I wasn't really understanding, and that touches my heart. And then, because there's a lot of times where I just feel like I'm not doing enough, and then when I do, it's just like y'all send me that confirmation back. It's like you just don't know how much you have helped me through a lot of things. And some people laugh at me because it's like, you just break it down where everybody can understand. It's like a lot of times I go to different videos of spiritualists, just being able, there are a lot of times they'll just come up on a recommendation and, they're using all these long words and I got to pause and go look and this and this and that. I'm like, look. And I say, I need you to dumb it down.com for me. I say, I'm not stupid, but all these extra words y'all using, I'm like, can you just say, forthgiving and this and the articulate and the, all this. I'm like, look, okay, I believe you're very smart, but can you just use regular words for me? That's all I need you to do. All you need to do. But it's just with me, I just, I'm just like I am. It's not about showing off and, showing my education or anything like that. Mine is not from going to school. Mine is for, the life experiences that I have. And a lot of people are like, girl, you better than some of the damn therapists I spoke to. I'm like, that made me feel good. But it's like mine is from life, from seeing how life has changed and seeing how my life has really changed me, allowing me to be able to, keep moving forward, even when I'm scared. And your fears, a lot of times your fears can ignite you to do so much that is very powerful that you never allowed yourself to do before. Some people live on the edge, and then when it comes to something new, it really just like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. Like, wait a minute, hold up. What is this you're showing me? I've been there. But then it's just like, it gave me that power drive. Like, even when I took breaks at times, it'll be certain things that I'll write down. People are like, where you get your subject from? It could be something that I see in a post, or it could be somebody I'm talking to. And then I'll get that spiritual chill. Like, hey, you need to not just speak that with that person, and it'll not be the whole conversation or whatever, but it'll be something I had said back. And then it'll give me that chill. And I'm like, okay, I think more than one person is going through this, so let me go ahead and speak on it. Or, or I'll just hear it in somebody else's video and they may say that. I'm like, ooh, I like that. And go ahead and give that person a credit. Like, hey, I was listening to such and such. Because a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, it's like when I be going through different things and something's guided me, like to Everything Aligns on Instagram. And I listen to a lot of, Feel Good, his, and Sierra, I think her name is Sierra. And then I listen to the one from Higher Self. I call him my West Indian guru because I mean, his voice is so calming and I really like him. And then he'll say something where it's funny, but he's trying to still be serious. I said, I know you want to bust out laughing right now, but you're trying to be serious. And, being able to like, what? I want to be able to bring this up because I can feel that, but also give that person credit because I didn't come up with that by myself, and just be able to keep it real. Anytime I tell people, if you want to make your videos and you want to do it, you have to keep an open mind. It's like if you're very sensitive, I don't try to scare anybody, but this is like where I'm here at this. I used to get judged just because of the things that I talked about, my story, all these different things. But that is where my heart, my tough skin had to come from, because not everybody is going to come at you in a genuine vibration. There's a lot of people that are going to feed in and try to pick at you or try to allow you to doubt yourself. Or there are certain things about your life that may be intimidating to them. So they'll make you want to stop doing what you're doing. And it's just like when you have those moments, you have to be able to switch that perspective. If you have somebody that's trying to, come at you in a negative vibration, that has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. But a lot of times when that takes place, it can really hit you. But it's just like, you have to understand, when you're doing something very powerful in your life and you're very passionate about it, you're going to have some people that are going to try to step in your way and try to hit you in all type of ways because they don't want to see you shine. I've had moments like that. It used to really get on my nerves, but it makes me feel good now. I don't really have that I can't even remember the last time I had somebody do that. And even if it did, I didn't allow it to take it to heart, and it's just like sometimes the last time I think that happened to me, it was from another channel. And I knew right then and there, this was supposed to be a test for me. It was like when I asked, are these people stealing my, my stuff, and they try to pass it off as their own. And then the next, not even 24 hours, and bam, It showed me. And then it was just like, okay, I already knew what was going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and block that person. But I guarantee you between 24 and 48 hours, they're going to find a way to text me or place a message here, or they're going to find somebody else, and I'll be damned. So predictable, end up happening that way. And not allowing myself to feed into it, because it's like when you do stuff like this and you allow yourself to feed into negativity, even if you're just trying to base your opinion or your point, a lot of people, you don't allow yourself to engage with people that are just too comfortable and misunderstanding you, because they don't found their tick with you, and when you're allowing yourself to see things and don't allow yourself to speak on it, they're going to find somebody else, to go ahead and throw that on when they're trying to intimidate somebody. Because if you're not allowing yourself to give that frequency any airplay, that's where it was there for. And then it's like the universe is seeing, see, now you're starting to see between the blurred lines of somebody speaking through you, either through wounds or intimidation, jealousy, or envy, because it's like with my situation, that person was doing way better than me. And I'm like, okay, I'm really trying to understand why this is happening here. But it was just like, because my situation where I project is all real, all authentic. It's not regurgitated. And if it's something that somebody else says, I always let somebody know, hey, I got this from such and such channels, like my girl Nicole. She be watching my videos. I'm like, my sister don't put up another positive post that we are just straight aligned. I'm like, girl, we be aligned twinning, and then we laugh it off and then going about our business. But I make sure I give my sister her props. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you got to be able to do that, and being like that gets you more. That gives you more, airplay. It's like when you're doing stuff like this and you're allowing yourself to be serious, but allowing yourself to be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because I can be serious. There's times I be in my emotions, like I was just on the last video, like, ooh, girl, don't cry, or there's times I get kind of pissed off and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad, because of this, or, just keeping it real. Real recognize real when fake come in the room. And a lot of times when your realness, it bugs somebody's shadow that they don't want to recognize in themselves. There'll be certain videos, and I say, well, I don't know why is these trigger videos when it says you got to be careful who you shake hands with or what you exchange energy with, or be aware of the dark empaths. Those are the ones that be hitting me up with the most negative comments, only because it triggers parts of them they don't want to choose to accept, which again, it is. Case in point, ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, if I'm not singling you out, that is a part of yourself that you need to come aware with. That's something that you need to come aware with. And, it happens at times, but you just don't know your journey, your experience, even if it might be the most hurtful situation. I'm telling you, something good's going to come out of that. Because a lot of times it's like when I see the things that I go through, the things that I've been through, the things that I'm still facing, the things that I'm accepting and coming at peace with, even the things that I don't speak anymore about, it allows me to see how much growth took place in my life, and being able to see, like, you don't have to keep attaching yourself to what brought you here, but allowing yourself to project how far you have come and where you're trying to be. And that's what you're doing. You're empowering somebody. And a lot of times that happens. I know I might sound redundant of that, but it's like universe is want me to keep spotlighting on that. You may be going through some heavy situations right now in your life that you're really trying to understand what the hell is this supposed to be doing, except driving me nuts and make me a little bit on the edge and make me want to do something that I might regret later. Because it's like that wound has taken place to reflect on something that has been hidden dormant within you that you need to get very connected with. When mine is being honest about my feelings. I can be okay 1 minute, but then it's just like when I get mad, and then it's like when my guides come, my family comes that has passed over, and saying you have every right to be upset with what you're going through, but you're handling it pretty well on how it was presented to you, because that was a very effed up situation that you have gone through, and you're handling it with class, you're handling it with grace, and you're using it as a positive platform to be able to help other people that are going through something too. You're becoming more aware of what you carry within yourself. There's always been something that made you stick out different. You didn't fit in around a lot of people. Your family misunderstood you. You know, if you're blessed, you are very blessed if you had people in your life that didn't discredit you just because you weren't like them. Like my mom was on the spectrum too. You know, she was that spiritual one. My mom was very deep empath. You know, she used to scare the mess out of me because she had that complexion as, you know, Wesley Snipes, Morris Chestnut. This woman had some daggone wolf blue eyes. And I used to always, I was like, don't even try to make a man because things get brighter. But there was always something very special about my mom as well as my sister, and God bless her soul. You know, they're helping me through the things that, you know, I'm currently going through right now. And it was the worst thing because it's like them, they knew everything of my truth, but it's like that didn't occur until after everybody passed. And just being able to do what I do now, I love it. Yes, there's moments where, you know, I get very frustrated, but that's all a part of changing. That's all about going hard for what you truly want, what you're expecting. Because a lot of times when things become hard for you, that's presented to be the blessing of a destiny for you, it's not going to come easy. There's going to be things that's going to get in the way. There's going to be people that's trying to distract you. You may have somebody that tries to bite the stuff that you're doing and put it on them and take your idea. But you have to understand your greatest power, and that's one thing they can't. Well, that's one of many things they can't take from you is you being you. You know, anybody can take your information and pass it off as their own, but they can't be you. You know, allow yourself to keep growing. Allow yourself to not give up on anything. When things get hard, that means that you are being set up for something so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. You know, and that's the reason why that's the reason why you probably got half of the enemy you got, how things has never came easy for you, because they want you to be consistent. They're putting these little, you know, these little Easter eggs of distractions to see how focused you're going to be on what needs to come through your life, through your moments of experience, through the decisions you choose to make, the direction of the steps that you choose to move forward in. And those are the important values that you're getting, where even where you may not get recognition like you think you're not, but people are watching. You know, people are really watching you, and they're admiring you for the courage that you have to be able to do the things that you do. So even when it's not coming out and being very, you know, consistent, don't give up on that. Because it's just like a lot of times your biggest blessings come through the hardest jobs that you actually do. And that means that you're going through it. You may be getting blessings here and there and make feel like, damn, I'm pushing all this positivity off. But they, you know, even though I'm not looking for nothing in return, I'm just getting these little blessings not adding up, because they're wanting you to know, be grateful for those little things. Because when you're showing recognitions for the grateful things that you are getting, that means that you see the appreciation they placed in your life. So that little bit of appreciation gives a lot more gratitude. And then when you're showing that, that's when more things start coming up, and they're saying, even though it's not moving fast for them, it's going snail slow, and it's moving like molasses on a cold winter morning, and it's frozen. If anybody know about molasses, you know that mess is slow. Hell, I think a snail can probably pass by that, even a turtle. But, you know, those are the things that is going to set you up for a prosperity of blessings. And then when it's projecting towards other people, there are going to be so many people that are going to be glad that you were that person that influenced them to do the same thing with their life. So when it's like when you're going through your hardship and they're directing you to go ahead and do that, don't let fear get in the way. Okay, I've done that, but I allowed myself to step out the box. You know, I allow y'all to see those parts of me where I feel vulnerable. And that's a strength to you, because when you can allow somebody to show you your weakness, you're allowing people to see your weakness and not being threatened about, oh, what they're going to use that for, because that's what God used you for anyway. That's your strength right there. Other people may not see that, but they want you to be able to know that, because you're allowing people to see you at your worst. So when they see you at your worst, or they see you in conflicting times, you're still being empowering with yourself and being motivated and being determined and being, you know, and just being very consistent. Don't come complacent. Because a lot of times it's like, I've been that type of person. I do a 3-time strike. If that mess ain't come the third time, I'm gone. You know, and now it's like, I can't do that. You know, I can't do that. And God, like, I'll let you do that. This is what I need you here, is right here. You need to be right here. You know, even now I'm like, F it, I give up. I'm done. I'm tired. You know, I'm just doing this. I'm doing that. I'm tired of people doing this to me. You know, no, don't worry about that. We put that in your life on purpose for a reason. Because, you have to be able to understand there's always a deep reason for the things that you go through. Don't give up on yourself just because other people did. You can't do that. You are going to be stuck with you until God calls you back home, and then you right back here again. You don't need all that. So I hope you were able to get something out of this situation of a video. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend, a happy Mother's Day. Give your mom hugs, kisses, flowers, chocolates, take them out to eat, or get them a nice body massage or something like that. Just to let them know they're appreciated and they're very much loved. If y'all are going through something, please, if it's something that is not serious and it's very just like childish, get over that. Let your mom know that you really truly care. You truly care and you truly appreciate it. So I'll see y'all on my next video. Much love to you. I hope whatever you're trying to manifest comes to your life. It will be so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. And it'll come so much quicker than you ever expected. And even through social media, distance, go ahead and make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You never know. All those things really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.